Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and a very good evening to all of you. Okay, so before we start our discussion, let us pray first. Okay, so for today's discussion, we are going to discuss about application of forensic toxicology in crime cases. So as the previous one, we had watched a video regarding poisoning, which the husband poisoned the wife with arsenic. Okay, so there are several things that we need to discuss regarding based on the video. So the first one we should discuss is what is the name of the poison used in this case, and also discuss the properties, symptoms, and signs exerted by those poisoned within acute and chronic period. So I want to give up the points.
So the poison that has been used in this video from the previous video is arsenic. So the wife, Jenny.
Nancy. Yeah.
The wife Nancy had been poisoned by her husband. So the poison is arsenic. Arsenic is the heavy metal which is natural compound that found from the earth crust. So it exists in organic and also inorganic. So it is very highly toxic. Then the poisoning can occur by the injection, 3 ways: injection, inhalation, and also dermal absorption. So the mechanism of action of this arsenic this arsenic will affect the many cell enzyme, which is then will affect the metabolism and also DNA repair. So this arsenic will be excreted through in urine, but can also accumulate in many body tissues. Like Dr. Rosida said, that arsenic can retain in our hair for about 100 years. So the properties of the arsenic, there are many properties of arsenic, such as had been used in medicine to treat the syphilis, but only until the mid 20th century. Then to treat acute promyelocytic leukemia and also myeloproliferative disorder. Other than that, arsenic has been used in pesticide and also poison, and also production of glass and also semiconductor. And lastly, it will be used in the various industry. So for the next question, symptom and also signs exerted by those poison within acute and also chronic. So for the acute, we can see the symptom from the video. His wife had vomiting. So the acute poisoning features such as garlic odor also affect the GIT, such as hypersalivation, then abdominal pain, vomiting, and also diarrhea. Then cardiovascular, such as myocardial depression, respiratory, pulmonary edema, and also renal and hepatic. So for the chronic arsenic poisoning, it will affect in late long time to produce the chronic complication. So the main most common effect of chronic exposure, which is skin lesion. So the skin lesion means such as keratosis, mist lines, which is white lines on the nails, hyperpigmentation. So other than that, will affect the GI tract, such as anorexia, weight loss, abdominal pain, and also diarrhea. And lastly, cardiac, affect the cardiac and also respiratory.
Okay, so you want to add on, or want to add something, or maybe giving?
Yes, I agree. The arsenic itself is top 5 homicidal poison, which it's at 51%, like that, and known as a king of poison.
That's why that's why the arsenic bicarbonate in the beginning, but she did not get sick fast. That's why he turns to arsenic because it is faster, because it is more potent.
And he give high dose.
So if in a low dose, does the arsenic give acute effect? Fast.
Arsenic actually sometimes people do it as like a silent killer, because sometimes they put arsenic in food and we
As a
put in something, because during my secondary school there was a convoy to Mabi Mamara to Palestine to give helps and so on. They were captured by the Jewish, and once they are in the jail, the Jewish provide food to them but contain arsenic in there. So they didn't kill on the spot, because it will be a major news, major crisis, but they slowly give you something like that you don't really notice that. Okay, so now we move on to the second point, which is, if you are a forensic toxicologist for this case, elaborate in detail your role in handling this case from the very beginning. So, you want to give the ideas?
So actually, as we know, the toxicology itself is the study of the adverse effect of a chemical on living organisms. So the definition of the forensic toxicology itself is a step further of the toxicology, in which it's related to the disciplines to assist the detection and interpretation of drugs and poison in medical depth investigation and human performance issue. And this forensic investigation actually have main objective itself, which is they establish if the toxicants are present and capable of contributing to death, and if the toxicants, they want to establish if the toxicants are present and capable of causing the behavioral changes, and also they want to establish if the substance are present and whether or not they are represent legitimate use or exposure, such as the prescribed medication or workplace exposure. So once the analysis of the will take, because the forensic toxicologist detects and estimate the poison in tissue and body fluids that obtained from the autopsy. So once the analysis is complete, the forensic toxicologist will interpret the result as to the physiological and or to behavior effects, like I just said just now, of the poison upon the person from the sample that was obtained. So actually the analytical result from the tissue that collected at the autopsy may reveal the descendant type from the poisoning itself. So in this case, Nancy is known from how to say, it is homicidal poison, because it was murdered by by her husband. So we can see the general evidence from the video of the poisoning, which the evidence obtained from the knowledge of symptoms displayed by the descendants before the death. For example, the acute vomiting, the nausea. So who wants to add?
Okay, according to this case, Nancy, it considered as a criminal poisoning because she died because of arsenic poisoning by her husband itself, not considered as suicide. disease in her internal organ itself. So the process proceed with the toxicology test by the forensic toxicologist, as Nafisah said earlier. So as a forensic toxicologist, the role is to detect and to estimate the poison. So generally it consists of first, obtaining the case history and suitable specimen. Second, toxicological analysis. Third, interpretation of the result analysis. For the specimen, usually specimen sent for toxicology testing are usually collected by the forensic pathologist, but the specimen collection depends on type of death. Based on this case, which is it considered as a heavy metal poisoning, which is arsenic poisoning. The recommended specimen consist of blood, urine, vitreous humor, liver, hair, and kidney. So for this case, it's considered as a chronic exposure. So we choose hair as a specimen. So for this case, we as a forensic toxicologist will determine the exposure to heavy metal over a period of week to month by hair specimen. Based on this hair, we know that Nancy has ingested arsenic with small dose every week, starting 4 months before she died. Besides that, arsenic also increased 4 weeks before she died. So why we choose this hair in order to know the arsenic poisoning? Because the poison that we ingest will attach to the hair follicle. So when the hair grows, the poison residue remain in the shaft. So we know the person, which is Nancy, how long it's exposed to the arsenic actually. So based on this case, actually Nancy exposed to the arsenic early before she died.
If the person shave his or her hair, it's still safe, right? Because the arsenic contained in his hair follicle, right? Okay, curious.
So the overall of the forensic toxicology itself to interpret does the poison present and what the substance itself. Second, how much the substance is present, if its concentration in the body sufficient to cause the death. And third, how was the poison administered, and fourth, does the arsenic poisoning acute or chronic. So based on this, I think the arsenic poisoning of the Nancy case is the chronic exposure, because we take the hair sample to investigate the poisoning itself.
Actually, as the forensic toxicologist, the interpretation of the result itself can be the most difficult jobs for the forensic toxicologist, because the analyst must understand the effects of the poison, the particular substance that they use, what the possible interaction they may have, and also what happened to the toxics in the body over the period of time. The result it depends. It's very difficult.
So anyone else to let know?
I have questions about the arsenic. Actually, if I don't hear or what, is it arsenic is only can be
Yeah. Because they investigate the house, and the arsenic itself is used in the house, is to kill the insects in the house.
Pesticides.
Pesticides.
Still exposed to arsenic.
In terms of environment, maybe.
Yeah. So now we move on to the third point, which is given an example of a similar case to Nancy, and which is local or international, and provide a summary of it. So anyone to give?
Okay, I took an example that case that happened recently in Malaysia, which is King Jordan murders. I'm pretty sure that you all know about this case, right? Okay, before I proceed with the story, I would like to tell a little bit about his background. Okay, the name of the King Jordan, he is 45 years old. He is a half brother of Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-un is a leader of North Korea, right? Okay. He was born on 10 May 1971. However, in his passport, his name is Kim Chol, and his birth date is 10th June 1970. 1970. So it's different, right? Okay. Kim Jong-un dies on 13 February 2017 at the KLIA 2. Right? Okay, Kim Jong-un was scheduled to catch the flights from the KL to the Macau, and on that day he felt like someone grabbed and held his face from behind, and he felt dizzy, and then he went to the airport customer assistant counter to see a medical help. And Kim was taken to the clinic on the premise, and the clinics decided to call ambulance and send him to the Putrajaya hospitals. And he dies in the roads after 20 minutes of exposure. Okay, on 14 February 2017, police described that this death is a sudden death. After that, sorry. Okay, on 50 February, South Korea said that announced that they believe Kim definitely was murdered and placed the blame on the North Korea. However, North Korea said that Kim Jong-nam was not murdered but suffered from the heart problems, high BP, and also diabetes, and he requires constant medications, and this caused his death. But in Malaysia, police made the first two arrests in connection with this case, which is Don T. Huang, for 30 years old, which is Vietnam's woman, and also Muhammad Farid bin Jalaluddin, 26 years old. Police says that Jalaluddin helps them locate another suspect, which is his girlfriend, 25 years old, Indonesian woman named Siti Aisyah. On the 16th February, Siti Aisyah was arrested at 2 a.m. Local times, and the following day, Aisyah told police that she thought she was participating in a prank for the TV shows, and she had sprayed others in a similar manner 3 or 4 times. Although only Kim incidents allegedly involved a dangerous substance, Aisyah was given few dollars for her job, unaware that she was being used a tool in a potential assassination plot. And then Malaysia authorities announced there would be conduct an autopsy as a part of its investigations. North Korea officials later said they will not accept unless their officials can witness the procedures. And the following days, Malaysia Police Chief Inspector General Khalid Abu Bakar, he told CNN that his country didn't need North Korea permissions to conduct autopsy. And then the authorities were looking for the 4 more suspects, all of suspects from the North Korea who left the country the day of the attacks. And the 44 February, the chemical substance is identified, which is VX or ethyl N2 diisopropylamino ethyl methyl phosphor VX. Yes. The test is conducted on the king's eyes and face, reveal the presence of the fast-acting toxic substance. And then on the 1st March, Aisha and Huang appeared in the courts and were both formally charged with the king's murders. They were not required to enter a plea, but both told court they were not guilty. If found guilty, they will face the death penalty in Malaysia. Okay, so the overall is
This means the case is not.
it's not they use the VX poison, right?
Yes,
So if the how many the exposure lethal exposure 100 micrograms. How long duration of exposure? If you 15 to 20 minutes of exposure.
Even if we use 100 micrograms, then at least 20 minutes. It's a really potent drug. Really potent drug. It's a no, right?
No,
I wonder where they can get
VX.
And this case happens in the Malaysia. What about the case in overseas?
I want to ask.
Okay.
Okay. I forgot. What do you want to say? That's okay. Okay, I will continue with the international case. Actually, this case is occurred on 7 September 1978, about 39 years ago. So it's about the Georgi Markov. You have heard this case before?
Yes.
Yeah, Georgi Markov is actually a novelist or a journalist. So he was killed. He was murdered. He was killed by using the ricin drug. So it's very potent drug. And then during that time, the Georgi Markov is wait at the bus stop near the River Thames to take a bus to his job at the BBC. But then suddenly he felt a slight sharp pain as a bug bite or sting on the back of the right thigh. And then he looked behind and he saw the man picking up an umbrella off the ground. So the man was hurriedly crossed the other side of the street and got in the taxi and then drove away. So when he arrived at the BBC office, Markov noticed a small red pimple at side of the sting, and he was felt the pain are not lessen or stop, and that means very painful. And then that evening he developed a fever and admitted to the hospital in London, where he died 4 days later. So and then they found out that the poison is ricin. Actually, this Georgi Markov is very outspoken and criticize the Bulgarian Stalinist regime on radio, and also somebody that and very cause more controversy for this. And then during his life, they have been few times been called by unknown people that warning him to stop it and said that your doing will get a punishment. So he has been treated with threat about being poisoned. So he very fully aware about this, and then after he has been stung, and then he knows that this is a drugs or poison. So from this case, we can see that ricin is very potent because it only takes 4 days for it to kill Markov. And then they use a blade from the attached to the umbrella to administer the ricin, and then it used to attack the case, they still not found the culprit because this is very political issue, you know, because they don't know who are the agent that has been sent to kill the Markov.
Oh, that means the rising is less potent than the VX.
Yeah, because VX take.
But we don't know, we
Oh,
don't.
the dose.
The dose that has been injected.
So the ricin considered as a nerve agent also or not considered as nerve agent?
I think it's the nerve agent.
Seems like
VX.
VX.
Because he attacked the right type. So
They have been stated that if the ricin is being ingested, it will be show a slower symptom because our digestion system, our
Stomach.
metabolism has detoxified or slow down the dose compared to injection. So usually the symptom will cause like digestion, interrupt the digestion, such as nausea, vomiting, and abdominal pain. It also can cause severe dehydration, kidney, and liver problems. So the complication in the organ will cause the person to death, die, or blood rising.
So regarding this, the poison case, there also another case that international and also includes politicians, which is Syahirah. You know about that?
I've heard that name.
Yeah, the Syahirah is the first president of Palestine. So he died in 2004, and they suspected that he had been murdered by using poison named polonium. So polonium is a rare, highly radioactive metal, and mostly they use it for an initiator for nuclear weapon. So they kill Yasser Arafat by putting the poison in the food. So and then give to Yasser Arafat, and then he consume it, and then suddenly he get nausea, vomiting the most, and then like shortly after that. So this the fact that I want to share with all of you.
The motive. Why they
Motive, as you know, like poisoning case mostly happen in politicians and journalists. So this one more on like, I don't know, maybe they want to
To share the person.
to obtain the power itself. Yeah, I don't know. The politician have so many motive in there. That's why sometimes the case have like Joji Mako have not right now haven't been solved yet. And also like Kim Jong Nam, I don't know for how long this case will be resolved. Okay, so anyone else want to add? Okay, so now we move on to the last point, which is
An opinion.
yeah, our
regarding
opinion. Sorry,
forensic
the
toxicology.
writing is
So-
a little bit small.
Okay. Never mind. Okay. I think the topic itself, it is interesting regarding forensic toxicologists. As we know that, as Nafisah said, toxicologist is another field and forensic is another field. So usually people that become forensic toxicologists, take further. They usually must have a degree to apply for the job, and they usually must have a master in criminology, meaning that they, by taking criminology, they have better chance to obtain the job, because to become a forensic toxicologist, the job is not easily obtained. It is not high in quantity. Thank you for number. And then usually in Malaysia itself, to become a forensic toxicologist, you either will be in a hospital doing autopsy or working with the police, right, in the criminology section. So it's either that. Malaysia does not adopt really well with the like
American and Japanese, the private investigator, it's like how do we say swasta in English? It's like private region where they could outsource a case to a private. We recently applied that in MH 370, right? Because the inspection of the case itself is taking too long, too many resources. That's why they outsource it. But in Malaysia, we usually keep it to ourselves.